Ding 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 ding. Do 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 do. Yegs and bacon, gonna see what's shaking, 'cause there ain't no faking here on Yegs and Bacon. Yegs and Bacon.
Hey everybody!
Hello.
Welcome to Yegs and Bacon. My name is Brandon. That is Danica. We are here.
Okay, that's amazing. For audio fans who will listen to this podcast, Brandon has given us super cool name tags at the bottom of the screen. Very cool.
So yeah, if you are listening to this audio later, you can always join us at 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights. That's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
It is.
And watch us live. Otherwise, you can listen to this, and that is super great. We love that you're here with us and hanging out. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Hey, how was your long weekend? We hope it was great.
Right, long weekend.
Yeah, other people get those. We are closed Mondays now, so technically I get a weekend because I get Sunday and Mondays off.
Heck yeah.
And then Brandon gets Friday, Monday.
Yeah, so we kind of get time. That's different than before when we didn't and we were really tired all the time.
Yeah, and now we're not. And it's good because now we can have energy to do stuff like this.
Finger guns, finger guns, finger guns.
Because y'all have seen me when I'm tired on this show. It's not fun. It's a no fun Danica for you.
No fun Danica.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got a few things to get to, of course. As always, we're going to do the new comics. And we have another cool thing to show you. Last week, we showed you all of the, what's it called?
What? Oh, Dracula Motherfucker?
The Dracula Motherfucker stuff.
Yeah.
Our exclusive Dust Jacket book cover, as well as the signed print that will be going in it. This week, we're going to actually show you an exclusive signed print that we will have for the Slaughterhouse 5 adaptation that Ryan North is doing with an artist named Albert Onez. I will need to get that properly. But he's super, super talented. He also did the artwork for Jonathan Colton Matt Fraction book that is just astounding. And I really, 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 really like their stuff. So yeah.
Just keep vamping. It's okay. I'm finding the art.
Fancy.
Albert Montez.
Right. Yeah, of course. Super, super talented. Really like his stuff. We will be showing you that exclusive bookplate that is actually being done also by Erica Henderson.
Yes. And as someone who has read a preview of the book, it's pretty amazing. Definitely, if you're not sure, right? Max is playing with bubble wrap. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So what I guess we're trying to say is you will want to Vonnegut this book.
Boo!
I'm really good at this.
Boo!
I'm very talented, and no one can stop me. No one can stop me.
Oh, I have tried and failed. We've been together almost a decade, and so no one can stop him.
Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
A bunch of lyrics that I can't ever remember. Don't stop me now. I really only know that little bit. Don't stop me now.
Don't stop. I don't
having a good time. Having a good time.
That's so okay. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to this week's comics. We are very excited. It is another great. Oh, Max is
great week of stuff.
Max is being a cat.
He is indeed.
All right. So our first up is Stargazer. Now this is a really neat one that I read earlier tonight. And it is about a group of teenagers, and they are possibly abducted by aliens. Now, the older sister and her friends don't believe that, but the younger brother definitely believes that's what happened. And so we see them later when they're older, and the brother has become a bit of a stress for the sister. And he starts to say, it will happen again, it will happen again. And it might. You gotta read further. But I'm very excited.
That's really cool. I haven't actually read any of this at all, but I do like Antonio Fuso, who's doing the art.
It's very
for this
good.
one. Anthony Cleveland is doing the writing. A fairly new creative team, and yeah, we're testing out Mad Cave.
Oh yeah, and I forgot actually the colorist should be mentioned. Stefanos Simon, because the colors are very, very, very pretty, and because it's a time jump, you have to change the colors, and of course they are very talented.
Okay, that's really good. I really like when comics use colors to kind of denote time.
I'm just gonna put Eric's comment up here because it just says cats, and that's all that needs to be said.
Absolutely. All right. Another book coming out this week. There's actually the 2 Aftermath books for Empire. This one is the Avengers one. There is a Fantastic Four one that we did not bring with us. But they do kind of set the next phase of Marvel stuff, including Avengers and the cosmic stuff. This one actually involves Teddy and Wiccan's, Hulkling and Wiccan's wedding.
Yeah.
Very happy about. As you can see, everyone's having much fun at the wedding, including the 2 Americas bumping booties. For our audio people, that is Ms. America Chavez and Captain America just dancing and touching butts.
Yeah, everybody's having fun. It's one of those great comics where there's a party, and so you get this great double page spread where there's just dozens and dozens and dozens of Marvel characters, and so it's kind of a feast for the eyes.
If you ever wanted a awesome gay space wedding,
yep, that's the one.
I mean,
well, there's probably more.
There's probably more.
That is the latest one. It's very sweet. Yeah. I'm happy for those boys.
I'm very happy for those boys. They've been through a lot.
Yeah. Y'all should read Young Avengers. Gillen and McKelvey's run, because it has finally been collected into one. Just as a random aside, because I'm going to make everyone who I meet in my entire life read Young Avengers, that run specifically, because it's the best.
It's a very neat run because they wanted to try a lot of new things, and so they do a lot of really cool things with layouts and whatnot. I'm very excited for everyone to re-experience and experience. I am super excited for the new Bill and Ted comic that has come out. Bill and Ted Are Doomed. It actually is a bit of a prequel to the newest movie that came out. And Evan Dorkin is the writer of this series. He wrote and drew the 90s comics for Bill and Ted when those were coming out. And this time he's got Roger Langridge on tap to do the art. Roger Langridge did Marvel's, Boom's and then Marvel's Muppet comics. He's really, really talented, and he's done a whole bunch of other things. Just a fantastic cartoonist. And if you went through, watched you some Bill and Ted, and really enjoyed that experience, there's more, and you can fill your life with joy, and get that happening there.
All right, next up. Ooh, okay. So during the quarantine, the folks from Ice Cream Man released some comics online. And now it's in paper form, and that's why it's called Quarantine Comics.
Yeah, all of the money from this special and from the comics online actually went to Bink to help out comic book stores specifically. This doesn't just have the Ice Cream Man people creating some real creepy short stories in the Ice Cream Man universe, which is to say the Ice Cream Man goes around and some weird, horrifying things happen. But it also has all kinds of really cool guests like Declan Shelby, Al Ewing, PJ Holden, Dennis Camp, Artrim Taplian, Adira Bidikar, Christopher Cantwell, the showrunner and not the weird dingbat.
Oh yeah.
And Oyen Marin.
I think it's pronounced Ian, right?
It's probably pronounced Ian because it's Irish.
Irish.
It's Irish.
I'm so sorry. That was really mean. I just realized how insulting that could be. I'm so sorry.
I am not going to go into my horrible, horrible, horrible Irish accent. It is not good for anybody.
Do it.
Don't do it.
All right. What is up next is, well, I'm the worst person to be introducing this one, but
do it.
There's a new Web of Venom called one shot called Wraith. And I haven't read it yet, so I literally know nothing about it. I am the worst person to be doing this right now.
So for folks who are wondering, Donny Cates, the dude behind current Venom, or writer behind Venom comics, and Thor, who's building to a big cosmic event coming up, is writing this specific tie-in. And that's important because there's a big event that he's kind of building to. Wraith is going to be a part of it. It's going to be big. It's going to be cosmic. It's going to be Venom. It's going to be Thor. It's going to be the entire Marvel universe. Everybody is chewing through Donny Cates' books at Marvel right now. And that's not an exaggeration. I believe our Thor numbers tripled in between 2 issues coming out. Tripled.
Yep.
From requests, not from shelf, but from requests.
Yeah, it is. It's been fun. And if you've been wondering why there have been so many follow-up printings of Thor, that is why. Because it's obviously not just happening in our store, it's happening everywhere. Because Thor right now is really, really good. So, get on board with that, and I'm sure they'll have like 17th printings of one at some point because it's Marvel.
Oh goodness, yeah, they're making sure that you have access to the single issues if you're looking for them. Just let us know, and we'll make that happen.
Yeah, and if you want the first trade, we'll also make that happen when it comes out.
Marvel Unlimited actually also has almost all of Thor up to date. They've been actually really diligent about making sure people can read it. Partly because they really, really want that to happen, or want people to experience that and read it all. All right. Our next comic is the Cyberpunk 2077 comic, based off of the video game. This one is written by Cullen Bunn, with art by Miguel Valderrama. And I haven't read this yet. Have you read this one?
I started reading it just to get a gist of it, so I'm going to dig into it afterwards. But yeah, it sounds like it starts with an interview. I'm going to move that over a little bit.
Oh, so people can see you.
Yeah. Why don't you put it in front of your face for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. So handsome. Just kidding. So it starts with an interview after, oops, sorry, I just hit the comic. After a what am I thinking? After an event that basically goes wrong. So the team went out, and it sounds like, at least in the first chunk, that she's the only one who made it back. So she's talking about what happened and how her teammates have passed and whether she's ready or not to be on the job. So it's very exciting. The visuals are already very impressive. Literally cyberpunk. So a lot of good colors, a lot of tech. So I'm going to recommend it. I've only read half of it, but you know what? I'm going to recommend it.
And from what I've heard from folks who have played or are fans of the game, it is very world immersive, and I would expect nothing less from Cullen Bunn, honestly. Alrighty, here's a little bit of a weird one. We've got The Rise of Ultraman. Ultraman being a Japanese property of the same name. As you can see, there's Spider-Man hanging out on her shoulder. Now, this doesn't really cross over with the Marvel Universe, but Marvel has been known to do these things. Conan's hanging out with the Punisher and Venom right now in an Avengers book. I call it the Stabby Avengers. It's actually called Savage Avengers.
Yeah, but like they're the stabby ones.
Yeah, Elektra's
they're anger
there.
boys.
They're boys made of points. Big old pointy boys.
Anger boys.
And Ultraman, if that's a property that's interests you, this is a really, really fun read. I had a lot of fun reading it. I haven't actually experienced a lot of Ultraman myself, so I can say as someone who's going in cold to this that it's a fun read. It's got Kyle Higgins, it's got Matt Groom doing the arts and the writings,
and then it's got some fun back matter with art from Gurihiru.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They are a female art collective, actually.
They are, and they are very talented. And
is that Michael Cho?
It's Michael Cho!
Holy heck.
Sorry, I was trying to get to the credits. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, so we have the first chunk of the book is the main story, and then there's actually a small story back here, and then a couple like full page comic sets. So there's about 3 different like kind of panel comics, like newspaper comics, which is pretty cool. So yes, art by Michael Cho. So Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom write everything. Michael Cho does the first story, and then Gurihiru does the other pages.
Oh, awesome.
So you're really getting a lot for your money. Like, this is a big book.
I remember where Matt Groom's name is from. Not from art, but from Self-Made.
Oh my God, I loved Self-Made.
Self-Made, for folks who don't know, is this beautiful, awesome image comic that, to explain it, kind of gives away a bit of the hook. But think super immersive MMORPG that you can actually be in, and a lot of what you'd expect from like young people trying to fight a corporation for IP. It's really good.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's a nice, short, succinct story. So if you want something that's going to draw you in immediately, and then just kind of take a hold of you, and but not keep you too long.
Yeah,
it will
just
take
gently caress you,
caress
for a short amount of time until you feel like the aftercare has really kind of been fulfilled, and then you go about your day.
Yeah, read Self-Care. I'm just kidding. Read Self-Made.
Read Self-Made. All right, folks, if you have been neck deep into Dark Knights, death metal, then there's another one-shot for you. Now, there's going to be a lot of one-shots. This one, I would say, for folks who just want the main series, I would call it Dark Metal 3.5. It is written by Scott Snyder, he of the main series. This one has art by Francis Manapul. So it's gorgeous, and it kind of digs the in-between of what's going on. It's super bonkers because death metal is super bonkers. The wildest ideas you could think of for the DC characters, it's even wilder than that. I can barely keep up, and I don't say that in a bad way. If it's a fun ride, it's just a lot's happening, and this in specific, you want that.
All right. Next up, so we're done with the number 1s and one-shots. I've got a number 2 and a number 3. So not a lot of continuations this week, but just really cool stuff to talk about. I've got issue 2 of Bad Mother, and it is about a mother whose young daughter, not too young, just young enough to get in some boy trouble. She gets in boy trouble, and the mother just straight up comes after him. She Liam Neeson's him, basically, and I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, good old Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah. And one of my favorites right now, X Factor, issue 3 is out, so let me know. Basically, it's the team that confirms whether or not a mutant is actually dead, so they can be resurrected properly, which is great. Written by Leah Williams. Super fun cast of characters, just like a nice collection of people who do not get along, and that's the best kind of story because then everyone fights.
It's a very X-Men style team, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
All right, folks. Mariko Tamaki's run on Wonder Woman continues here, but this is a little extra important if you're looking for the comic on the shelves and you've been grabbing it on the shelves. It might be a little harder to find because it's got a new, officially the premiere of a new character, Liar Liar. And a lot of people have been grabbing first appearances. Same with this new issue of Superman. It's got a new character. You can see his name there. I'm not going to pronounce it. It's from space.
Sinmar?
Maybe.
I mean, it's hard with Y's.
I haven't heard it said out loud yet.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I mean, usually they have a word that's purposely misspelled, so it's not looks more villainous, like apocalypse, right? Yeah. But Sinmar.
Yeah. Anyways, the Superman book, big space cosmic-y. This is pretty much a jumping on point if you would like to. This is not so much a jumping on point, but it is still wonderful. And if you want to get caught up on the Mariko Tamaki run, which has been phenomenal, just high octane, great Wonder Woman storytelling, highly suggest getting into that. And if not, we will definitely have a lot of the collection. So tell us if you want the collection. Speaking of collections, we're going to get there in a second. But folks who are watching, feel free to please say hello, because I'm going to romper room you at the end. And I'm going to find you in that magic mirror and say hello and thank you. And this time, you will be seen in that magic mirror.
Oh my God. That sounds like a threat when you say it.
You will be seen in that magic mirror.
That's a threat.
Also, if you have any questions for us,
let us know.
Any questions.
Yeah, just send them in.
They don't have to be about comics. We will pop them up on the screen. We will talk them out loud for our audio audience, and we'll go from there. But please, anything that you want to know, any question at all about...
You can ask about the cats. You can ask us what we've been reading lately. You can ask us about this collection of Heathen.
Ooh.
Volume 3 is out. I segue real smooth.
Ding.
I just really wanted to talk about Heathen.
Smooth like Rob Thomas featuring Carlos Santana smooth, or Carlos Santana featuring Rob Thomas, I mean?
It's definitely featuring Rob Thomas. He is not the lead act there.
Give me your heart and make it real. All this wrong and about it.
So Heathen Volume 3 is out, and it completes the series. So you've got finally your 12 issues, your 3 volumes, your beautiful fontage. Yeah, I said fontage. Font nerds, get at me. I don't care if it's a real word or not. It's fun. It's just a really good Nordic? Yeah, Nordic tale of an outcast lesbian trying to find her way through the worlds of the gods. And yeah, her clan kicked her out because she's a lesbian. This is established in issue 1. I'm not spoiling anything.
Not spoiling.
She's super rad. She hangs out with gods. She butts heads with like Freya and comes back from it. So she's cool.
Heck yeah.
Hangs out with mermaids. There's the whole thing. It's great.
Heathen is super wonderful. It's a book that I had been kind of reading on Comixology a little bit before Vault picked it up. And it was one of their first early hits, and it's finally all wrapped up. And yeah, very, very happy about that everyone can get the full story and that it can be shared with everybody. Very cool.
Absolutely. And Andrew, I believe it's pronounced Fontenats. Like astronaut? Like chrononaut? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that. I think we will agree to disagree.
All right, folks. And because there wasn't a whole lot of new collections this week. Actually, there was supposed to be a basket full of heads, but we'll talk about that another time because they did not send it to us.
No, and I was excited for it too, and we definitely had orders. So we're gonna disappoint some people tomorrow. We'd love to do that. We don't.
No, we really don't. But sometimes these things happen. It's no one's fault, except for it's probably someone's fault. But some things can't be helped. So.
Oh, here we go. Taz says, I believe it's pronounced Smooth, featuring Rob Thomas.
Heck yeah.
There we go. All right. I feel like we're all a little right. What's
It's
your
the sensational emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of love that makes me so. Yeah, anyways.
what book are you holding here so I can change the subject?
So I am super excited for this to come out in a big fancy edition. Look at the design on this thing.
So this is a box set of Dementia 21, and it's this beautiful, like, I don't even know what to call these colors. Like, they're not quite neon, but they're close. You know, it's like this neon drenched, kaleidoscopic pictures.
Absolutely.
And it's got two nice, beautiful, thick books in it. And Brandon's going to tell you what it's about.
We kind of came up with the pitch a little bit before that it's basically, what if Junji Ito did the Doom Patrol, except instead of superheroes, it's about old folks home. It's wild, it's bizarre, and let's kind of put it here. Arthritic superheroes, supernatural old biddies, zombie caretakers, mind-controlling dentures, senile Santa. When plucky young Yukiseke is hired as a homemaid, little does she know what surreal, absurd, and grotesque adventures are in store from her. Dementia 21 is one of the most outrageously satirical comics ever created, written and drawn by Shintaro Kago, one of the most transgressive and experimental of Japan's manga auteurs. This limited edition slipcase contains the complete 2-volume set of the series, and holy heck, this thing. It's an object. I covet it. And it can be yours.
For a price. For a price.
That price is the cover price.
Yeah.
And
your soul.
yeah. So it could be yours, and it might one day also be mine.
Yes.
Probably not this one specifically.
Not that copy.
Yeah.
You can have that one. It's
you can have
fine.
that one.
We don't want that one. I'm just kidding.
We do want.
Well, he does. But I'm gonna shame Brandon. Let me just move the camera. So Brandon needs to clear up his file a bit. He does. So he cannot buy that. So someone needs to come in and buy that before he gets tempted to buy that, because he's got some omnibuses to clear out.
The boy needs to catch up on his Ben Reilly.
Yes.
The best Spider-Man.
He'll fight you. Yeah, the Ben Reilly omnibus needs to come home with you before you can think of anything else. Especially something with a slipcase. Gasp, shock,
Gasp?
Gasp.
All right, folks. As always, before we get to this, if you've got any questions, please ask them. Again, anything you want. It could be about my favorite thing to do with ramen now. You know what? It's not complex, and the answer will be very boring, but you could ask it.
Because some people care about ramen. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about our latest Bastard Title Editions presents.
Yeah. So we're very excited to be able to get an exclusive book plate for this one. We don't. We're every edition is not going to be like its own dust jacket.
Yeah. So it's going to be like different kind of levels of fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's still really, really cool, and we want to show it off.
Yeah. So, ooh, look at that.
That is cool.
Proper.
So this is the beautiful cover of Ryan North's version of Slaughterhouse 5. There, for our audio, there are aliens and bombs and a spinny hypnotic thing in the center. It's very appropriate for the book. It's very awesome. There will be a link to some images, and conveniently it'll also be a place where you can buy it from us. What? Is it already on our website? It is already on our website. It is, and we've already got orders for it, so y'all should get on top of that. Yeah, the orders are actually going fast. This is the print that we have had done. Well, it's us and the other Bastard Title Edition folks. Yeah, it's always a group effort. Mm-hmm. I basically did nothing, but I'm going to take some of the credit. Yeah, a little bit of the credit. Well, and it's mostly Menachem's. He's our hero. Yeah. Honestly, he's doing most of the emails because he actually has the connections.
Yeah,
and he's been wonderful.
the dude hustles.
Mhm.
His store is called Escape Pod Comics. If you've ever heard about it, you might have also heard him on Off Panel, because he also had an Off Panel episode,
Mhm.
as did I. And wink, wink, plug, plug.
Yeah, and he does daily videos from his store still. Like,
Mhm.
we gave up on the daily videos, but he is still going strong, mostly because New York State their numbers are a lot worse than us COVID-wise, so they are still playing it very, very safe, which is good.
And sometimes he does from home, and those ones usually feature Baby.
And Baby is so cute. So if you would like to hear a very wise man talk about comics while holding a baby, I cannot recommend a video that's better than that, honestly. Highly recommend videos with Baby.
Highly recommend Baby. Hey, what did they recommend on Variant Editions Yegs and Bacon the other day? Oh, well, they talked about comics, but the real big recommendation was Baby.
Was Baby. Because, everybody's talking about their pets on their Zoom calls, but I bet nobody's talking about Baby. That's a lie. That's a big lie, everyone. Everyone's children are everywhere, which is great. I kind of love that. I mean, I think it's kind of sweet that everybody's don't scratch that, Max. Don't do that. Speaking of babies, buttholes. No, I think it's kind of nice. Everybody's kind of opened up their life a little bit. It makes it feel less like you have to be perfect, because everyone's like, you know what? We're just handling it. And this is what my house looks like. And this is, oh my God, my cat. I think that's kind of better.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bad happening right now. Absolutely. But I'm just going to focus on that one little good thing where everybody's just a bit more chill about letting their house be comfortable.
Absolutely. All right, we've got a couple of questions from viewers. From
viewers like you.
Indeed. Eric says, again with the babies? Yes.
Yes.
Variant Edition recommends Baby.
And Menachem's kid is so cute. He's got teenagers as well, but they're not as fun. I'm just kidding.
And Andrew says, is the thing you like to do with ramen sexual? And then follows it up with, if not, then I don't care. Okay. Now, Andrew, it's ramen. Of course it's sexual.
Oh my
God. It's a ramen experience, my friend. And that experience happens inside my face.
Oh my God. So there are no more questions, huh? Wow.
I don't think there's any more questions.
That's a lot.
Which means it's time, everybody, for the magic mirror. I'm romper rooming all of you, and I told you so.
He's threatening you with the romper room.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, everybody. Can you please scroll while I get the magic mirror? It's over.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Hey. Thank you for watching, everybody. I see Eric. I see Neil. I see a person whose name I don't know, but that's because they used a fake name.
Okay.
I see Fitzy.
What?
The referee from Michael the Fitzpatrick, my friend.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I didn't know that.
I see Andrew.
Yeah.
I see still Eric.
Oh, no.
And I see Vince.
And Taz. You can't forget Taz. He's important.
Very important.
Yeah.
As always, everybody, thank you all for watching the show. We're going to be here again next week, and something I think we're going to try and do in the future too.
Yeah.
Is eventually have a guest or two.
Oh my gosh. Right, because we can really play around with this video thing, and we pay for it, so we should probably try. But also it would be fun, And it's basically like with all of our podcasts, can you get off my sock? Thank you. With all of our podcasts, we eventually get bored of just having the two of us. And we go, wow, wouldn't it be fun if someone else was talking right now? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
It is. Thank you again, all, for watching. For folks who catch the opener or are going to go back and catch the opener, that music is by the one and only Apocalypse Cow.
Yeah, local band. Good.
Local rad dudes.
Local rad dudes. Sorry, my brain always wants to say acoustic. And I know that's wrong.
Local acoustic band.
My brain wants to say
acapella.
Acapella. Like, I know that's wrong, and that's why I stopped myself. But anyway, technically acoustic because voices.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Devin's gonna get real mad at me. So local. Acapella boys.
Acapella.
We love them.
Acapella.
We asked them last year, or was it longer?
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
We were still doing the original podcast.
Oh, it makes me sad. We asked them if they could very nicely write us an intro song.
And we paid them.
Well, yes, we did give them money because that's generally what you do.
Yeah,
but we gave them no hints about what to do. We just said it wanted to sound like a morning show, and they came back with that, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll get in your head. So I warn you right now, it's an earworm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and listen to it. It'll be stuck in your head for days.
It's great though. I love it.
It is super great.
Thank you, Apocalypse Cow, for making us look ever so slightly more professional than we actually are.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're off to basically do more work and some more reading. So you can see what we have to say about other comic stuff. And we're going to put up the podcast. We're going to do all kinds of things. So we hope to see you all this week. For those who we can't see this week, we hope you're doing well. And always feel free to call and check in, even just to chat a little bit.
Oh, totally. Yeah. No, people get kind of guilted when they're like, oh, I didn't want to come in because I thought I might have to buy my file. And I'm like, you know what, dude, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're communicating with us, I am more than happy to be more patient about your file. If you ghost us, not so much. But if you just want to come in and say hi, that's cool. And
we'll fight you, ghosts.
Oh my gosh. And if you can't get to the store, then you're welcome to phone us. I may not be able to talk for very long, but I would love to hear from you. So just know that we're here. Your comics aunt and uncle are here to take care of you. We want you to be okay. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water? Drink water.
Aqua sea.
All right. We are going to go now and do more work. And I'm going to try to figure out how to not get the reflection on my glasses because it's been bugging me the whole episode. So that's fun to do. All right.
And it's just like the ocean.
Yeah, and he's going to sing.
I'm on you.
And I'm going to press
X.